chic, glamorous, trippy, and even scary. The Met Gala red carpet has seen a bunch of breathtaking looks. Let's talk about the ones that have stood out the most. It would be fair to begin with the first transparent dress in Met Ball history. Cher made an incredibly brave decision by showing her curves back in 1974. But it was totally worth it. Even now, it remains the most famous sheer gown in the world and serves as inspiration for dozens of outfits. One celebrity who failed to impress in her naked dress was Madonna. She arrived at the Metropolitan Museum of Art with bandages over her arms, legs, and belly.
What, it taped up?
Yep. That's how I got into it.
How long did it take?
To put this on, to tape myself, half an hour, with 3 people helping me, winding around my body.
The rest of her skin was covered in thin lace. And that's it. Netizens stated it was too cringy, even for the Queen of Pop herself. However, Madonna wasn't the only one who just wore a piece of lace on the red carpet. Designer Marc Jacobs donned a transparent dress over his white boxers.
Well, I just didn't want to wear a tuxedo and be boring.
Who said that classics should be boring? Naomi Campbell arrived at the No Miss event in an absolutely classic design. Those sparkles! One more celebrity who tried to play with light on the red carpet was Katy Perry. However, she took the task very literally. The singer arrived at the Met Museum in an LED draped dress. When other celebrities copied the idea, Katy took it even further. She showed up in a giant candelabra ensemble, complete with glowing lights.
Where's the power source to the chandelier? My word!
Needless to say, it was the most unexpected look at the fashion event. But Katy didn't stop there. The singer decided to include some fast food at a fancy after-party. So she changed into a burger.
Gotta go, Kitty. What? We gotta go. Yeah.
This epic moment will go down as one of the funniest in Met Gala history. But Katy wasn't the only one who surprised the media by suddenly switching outfits. Lady Gaga managed to make a whole performance by juggling her looks. While walking on the red carpet for only 60 seconds, the singer showed several stunning costumes. A huge fuchsia cape with a 25-foot train, a black gown with opera gloves, a bright pink tight dress, and it wouldn't be a Lady Gaga moment without a little sexiness. So the cherry on top was the singer's appearance in crystal lingerie. Let's move on to some more risky choices now. Michael Urie didn't force himself to choose between a suit or a dress. Instead, he wore both. The actor even had gender-blending makeup. Check it out. Crazy, right? Nevertheless, the designer of the dress said that it was a great chance to become your own date at the event. Now that's an idea. Talking about dates, the title of the best coordinated and coziest look in history goes to ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. The beauty mogul dressed up in a puffer jacket-esque gown, while her boyfriend wrapped himself up in a quilt. Okay, not exactly. It was a patchwork coat by an Italian designer. But a lot of people compared it to a vintage blanket. The idea behind this look is also not quite clear. Charlize Theron made a fashion faux pas with the design of her dress, as fans thought it was ripped. And her companion, John Galliano, went overboard with his details. Emily Ratajkowski repeated Galliano's mistake of wearing too much with this vintage Versace look. The human eye is not meant to process everything that's going on here. Moreover, those metal details were so heavy that Emily couldn't stay still in them. Naysayers labeled it a satirical nightmare. But let's not blame Versace. The fashion house's dresses deserve the title of most iconic, too. Blake Lively hit the red carpet of the Metropolitan Museum in this custom Versace gown. It's magnificent. Check out that beaded top. It took 600 hours to make. And what about that dress transformation? Also Versace. Also a total delight. Blake always impresses with her attention to the smallest elements. Occasionally, details stand out more than the garments themselves do. Who can forget Jaden Smith's extraordinary accessory? His own dreadlocks, which he carried like a handbag. Or what about the extra head that Jared Leto took to the Met Gala?
Well, it's Gucci, and it's Gucci. It's head by Gucci. Yeah, it's a little bizarre.
The singer complimented the look with a red gown and over-the-top jewelry. These next outfits caused goosebumps, for both good and bad reasons. It was 2019 when the Met Gala theme was Camp Notes on Fashion, so a lot of celebrities added a bit of extravagance to their costumes. The actor Ezra Miller arrived at the event with a blank face mask on a stick, and underneath it, he revealed 5 extra eyes. A trick like that would make anyone dizzy. Can you see where the real ones are? If you don't, that's okay. It took more than 3 hours to create such a perfect optical illusion. It basically outshone his incredible suit, which included a train and crystal corset. Billy Porter put a lot of thought into his outfit too, and it paid off. His entrance into the ball was called the most fabulous in history. If that wasn't enough, the star prepared a sun god look with a headpiece made from real gold and 10-foot wings.
Let me get the wingspan! Ka-chow! Ka-bam!
Still, this particular party wasn't about excessiveness. There were full glam looks that made history for their elegance. The bodysuit that Celine Dion wore, for example, it caused a flood of admiration on social media.
I mean, who doesn't want to look?
You're completely right, Celine, but not everyone can always rock it. Let's take Frances McDormand. She also tried to impress the public with her headpiece. Sadly, she topped the list of the most awkward outfits. It seems like she could barely see through the leaves because she was constantly having to raise her head, and it looked quite odd. Sarah Jessica Parker's headpieces from the Met Gala have also remained in people's minds, especially this one, which was compared to a bonfire, and this with a nativity scene inside. Can you imagine how heavy that was? Anyways, celebrities are no strangers to uncomfy looks. It's another form of art to hit the red carpet in bulky outfits, and Rihanna is a total pro when it comes to this.
I'm performing this.
I know!
Even now, 7 years later, the whole world remembers her canary yellow cape with the lavish train. It was perfectly complemented by the waves of gold floral embroidery and fur, and it was deserving of the loudest applause. But beauty requires sacrifice. Urie shared that she couldn't take a step without help in this 55-pound heavy outfit, or even get out of the car. We had to choreograph it. Who sits at the door? Where does the coat go? Where do I sit? Kim Kardashian's Balenciaga look is another example of a difficult-to-wear piece of wardrobe. Her entire body was covered in a tuft of black cloth, including her face. Kim had to hire a guide for the evening to help her navigate everything. But the public didn't get her look. So Kim's outfit remains like a black stain in the Met Gala's history of epic looks. Do you think a total look is a bad idea for the red carpet? You're mistaken. You just have to take an example from, once again, our girl Urie. She showed up at the Met Ball in a Catholicism-inspired suit. The singer wore a papal mitre and a cape, all embroidered with pearls, and became the queen of the evening once again. Let's switch gears and talk about a completely different suit. This option has nothing to do with elegance. Swedish street-style star Fredrik Robertson chose a fantasy outfit covered in intricate needles. This one stole the show for all the wrong reasons. Tabloids described his costume as a cross between a porcupine and a pufferfish. Ouch. Still, you don't have to invent something new to turn heads on the red carpet. Kim Kardashian totally killed it last year by wearing a vintage outfit.
This is Marilyn Monroe's dress, and it's 60 years old, and she wore this when she sang Happy Birthday to President John F. Kennedy in 1962.
Kim was absolutely gorgeous. She's also made history by walking on a red carpet in the most expensive dress in the world. It cost nearly $5 million. Unfortunately, besides the praise, she also received a lot of criticism. Naysayers say Kim ruined the iconic dress by putting it on her curves. And because of this, it was rumored Kardashian might not be allowed to go to the event this year. Couldn't she have just followed her sister Kendall's example? Jenner made history by wearing a replica of an iconic Audrey Hepburn dress. A lot of critics said that the new version looks more fresh than the original 1960s look. Last but not least, we have to mention another red carpet queen, Cardi B. She shut down the Met Gala in a custom oxblood gown. The train basically covered the whole red carpet. Gigi Hadid wore a cape of a similar design. Still, she couldn't reach that level of Cardi's magnificence. The details on the dress were made from real rubies.
By Sapphire, 250,000 each. If I lose one of them, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to sell my Birkin bags.
Is it possible to outshine that piece of art? We'll see very soon. The 2023 Met Gala will take place on May 1st, and we're gonna serve up all the details. Now, let us know in the comments which outfit you think is the most memorable in the Met Gala's history so far.